Hey, I try to do these videos about things that are going to help you in your reselling business, but sometimes it's also about helping you in life because this applies totally to your reselling business, but it also applies in life, and that is comparing yourself with other people. Oh boy, this is a subject that we all need to hear, including myself. And I always do these types of subjects. Why is my camera moving? When I feel things myself. So we're all in this reselling boat together. So let's get through it. Let's love it. Let's learn. My name is Marion, and if you haven't watched any of my videos, I am the Smiley Thrifter, and I'm also Attire and Beyond on social media. And I do videos like this talking about the challenges, the tips, the tricks, the fun things, the horrible things about reselling. I keep it real as I can, and let's just go with it. I'm a reseller on Poshmark. I also sell a little bit on eBay. I sell on Facebook Marketplace and in my Whatnot closet. I've done live auctions before, and I also send into the Real. I've been a reseller for 3 to 4 years now. I'm not sure exactly how long. So, what I want to talk about today is, of course, comparing yourself to others, comparing your business to others. So, I learned a long time ago when I started studying not reselling, but self help, personal development, how I can be a better person, how I can improve myself, how I can improve life. I learned that you shouldn't compare yourself with anyone because someone always comes up short. For instance, and I'm just making up numbers, let's say the CEO of a company is making $100,000, right? But his brother in law is a CEO of another company and he's making 125. Then of course if the 100,000 is comparing himself with the 125,000, he's going to think, well, why am I not making 125,000? What's wrong with me? And that $125,000 that the $100,000 thinks is happy as a pig in poop is thinking, well, why is my brother-in-law making another brother-in-law? We have three sisters. Another brother-in-law. Why is my brother-in-law making $175,000? What am I doing wrong? This is how comparing yourself with somebody works. Okay, I put on my lipstick like that. I wish I could put on my lipstick like that. Then I would do this and then I would do that. How can I say this except I want to make sure, and I think I learned this from all of the greats that I have watched, listened to, and I don't mean on YouTube, but in my past when I was working through things and I was totally into personal development, even wrote a couple of my own books, three actually, but one really, really good one on personal development, and talked about all this comparison. I wonder if that is in my book. I have to actually look. If it is, I should be reading it, but I'll look and see and maybe read it in another one. So, comparing yourself. I compare myself to myself every day. So I compare today what I'm doing more than yesterday. Next year, what I'm doing more. Oh, it's reminding me that there's an Italian fest somewhere today. Okay. What I just want to know that I'm doing better each day. So far, I've done a very good job, if I do say so myself, at doing my best to become better every day and not to compare myself. But I'm human. I still compare myself. But this is why I'm having this talk with me and you. Because, you know, besides the fact that comparing yourself with others makes you feel crappy, you also don't know their real lives. If you're comparing yourself with someone on YouTube, a reseller who you see all the time, with a family member, with a star. You don't know their real lives. You don't know their real lives at all. See, I do my best to do videos like this to keep it real, because this is real life, and many resellers do, but some don't, and you only see the highs and not the lows. So you're comparing yourself with an illusion. Yeah, it's like delusional. I think that's the word. Yeah, you're comparing yourself with an illusion, and you're thinking that you're not good enough because you think they're better, or that they have a better life, or that whatever. I don't even know. There are so many things that you can compare yourself with. Or they always look happy, or wow, they're making this much money and I'm only making this much. Well, where are you on the scale? Like, did you start 3 years after them? Do you want to be big right away? Do you have a business? Are you a hobby reseller? There are so many things to take into consideration, but I'm saying don't even take any of that into consideration. Just don't compare yourself. Do your best 95% of the time, because I'm comparing myself. Do your best not to compare yourself. When I come about times, like if you look at my last video, I think it was, it might have been the one before, I was talking about being depressed and stressed because my money's not coming in time for the bills. It comes in afterwards. So I'm going to look at changing some dates, and I'm always, every 4 months or so, I'm stressed at that time of the month, and I'm thinking, I don't hear any other resellers talking about this. But maybe they just don't talk about it. And maybe I do. So I'm going to say, do your very best not to compare yourself with anyone. Not just in reselling, in life. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. Like, I'm the smiley thrifter, right? But I'm not always smiling. I have my mornings, I have my days. This morning, I was still feeling the way I was feeling on the other video, like, oh my goodness, I have to bring this money in. You know, we're all human, and we all have our issues. And I have a couple of people that I know who are like, oh, I wish I had a life like, and they name a star, and I think, oh my God. And I'll say to them, can you imagine their life? I said, you see the good, you see the money they're making, you see the movies. They can't go out. They can't do anything without being bothered. Can you imagine having a life like that? Like, I almost try to pick out the negatives so that they don't compare themselves. But the best thing to do is don't compare yourself, as hard as that is. If you compare yourself, because you will, just, hit yourself or something and say, what am I doing? I want to be better than I am today, tomorrow. Well, I hope that was some inspiration for you. I don't know where it came out of, but I was just in the mood to say what I felt, and I hope that you appreciate it. I certainly appreciate you watching, and I'd love to hear any of your comments. I always like to know that I'm not alone. Let me know if you compare yourself with anyone. Let me know if there's another reseller out there or a person that you're comparing yourself with right now. You don't have to let me know who, and how it makes you feel. Or if you've done it in the past, let me know what you think about comparisons, comparing. I'd love to hear it, and I love when you comment. I know that makes me and many other people feel like we're not alone. So thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next video. I look forward to it, and I'm looking forward to your comments. And thank you for making it to the end. I really do appreciate you. I'll see you on the next video. Like this, subscribe, ring that bell. Bye-bye.